Good morning, this is Lashana Jones, and I am doing another Mental Health Matters video. This one is on self-care, and it's actually coming from a devotional book. Well, it's not really a devotional book, it's more like a journal. It's a journal, and anybody can use it. It's called Choose Love, a Mother's Blessing. I've actually had this book for quite some time. I probably got it when Jamie was a baby, and I started writing in it, but I didn't completely finish it up. But it's divided into months. When you open it up, there's things in here for every month of the year. This one is from January 2019. You can write in it their questions, things like that. Quotes. The author's name it's a gratitude journal. That's right. So Choose Love, a Mother's Blessings is a gratitude journal that you can write things that you're thankful for. I've written a lot in this journal over the years, as you can see. I never finished it. So when I found it in my closet, I decided to pick it up and start writing it again. It's supposed to be a 1-year journal, but if you're not writing in it every month for a year, that's okay. As long as you're writing in it. You pick it up and write what you feel when you feel like writing it. But the gratitude journal works best if you're able to write in it every day. Because every day you're grateful for something. I'm trying to skip to the month of November since that's where we are. And skip past the months that I didn't write in it because I didn't write it in those months. Trying to find November. Found it. Okay. So I actually took some pictures and posted this online, but I felt it was so enriching that I wanted to read it out loud because I feel like a lot of people can be blessed by this gratitude journal, Choose Love, a Mother's Blessing, and reading things out loud help you to hear it and retain it better. And remember, this is about self-care. So that's the Mental Health Matters video for today. It's about how you can take care of yourself. Writing is one way you can do that. Okay? November. Refuel so you can choose love. This book about a mother's blessing is called Choosing Love. Okay? Taking time to replenish your supply is not selfish. It's actually enabling you to be a better mom. It's time we quit using motherhood as a reason to no longer live to the fullest, to no longer feed our soul and intellect, and no longer enjoy hobbies and relationships like we did before, or like we once did. If you're constantly giving and giving and giving to others, if you're pouring and pouring and pouring into your family, if you're wringing yourself dry to meet the needs of others, and you're never taking time to replenish and refresh and refuel, it's no wonder you feel exhausted and spent. Amen to that. I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of us can. I'm turning the page. Now, the gratitude journal has a list where every day you can write something that you choose love, something that you did that you were grateful for. One of the best things you can do for yourself and your kids is to take time to refuel and refresh yourself. Are you tempted to neglect investing in yourself even when it feels like your well has run dry? It's a thought, a question. Stop and savor life. Make time for things you love. We mothers have to make time for ourselves too, not just our children. To make time to replenish our own tanks and to make time for things we love. One of the ways I do that, I love to sing. I worship God. I sing. I go to church. But I'm trying to invest more in writing and spending time with my son, doing fun things. And I want to spend more time with my friends, have girlfriend time. I realize I don't do that enough. But have time with adults and not just be a mom all the time. Okay. It says you will be more productive in the long run if you take a break now. I gave myself a foot spa. So actually my feet were hurting really bad and swollen. And so one of the self-care things I did tonight or early this morning was give myself a foot spa. Yesterday I painted my nails, painted my fingernails and my toenails. So I kind of tried to do a mani-pedi, even though I've never really done a mani-pedi on myself before. It was interesting doing it. Okay, so those are just examples. Getting your hair done is another example. Or something that you don't necessarily spend a lot of money on, making yourself a good meal. I did that. Made my family a good meal, home-cooked meal. Even though I was tired after doing it, it was a showing of love to my son, that I cared enough about him to cook dinner. Okay, so these are just examples of self-care. And going back to the book, what are 2 simple things you can include in your morning routine that will immediately bring a bit of joy into your day? One of the things that I like to do in the morning is pray. I did that already. Pray and worship God and write, which is what this book is for. A calmer, happier mom is one who yells less and loves more. I have to admit that sometimes I am not so calm, and sometimes I get irritated by my son, especially when I'm tired. So I realize that getting enough sleep is important to starting my day off right. I did go to sleep last night, but I tend to wake up early. And the way I figure it is, if I'm waking up early after taking medication, then there's probably a reason why I'm up. So I'm using that time right now to spend time with the Lord. And then I'll go back to sleep. At least I'll try to. Think about what fills you up and what refreshes you or what makes you come alive. So what are some things that fill you up? I mentioned singing fills me up because I love to sing. I mentioned writing, reading, praying, dancing if I'm in church, dancing. Or you don't have to be in church to dance. I'm just giving you an example. Listening to music. You can dance at home and dance anywhere. Listening to some good music. Watching TV. Watching a good movie with my family. Going on a vacation. These are just examples, Getting your hair done, doing your nails done, even if you do it yourself. But, you can fill in the blank. Do you have a friend with whom you can refuel? Read a book together? Become walking or running partners? Establish a weekly coffee date? Set aside some time you think you have to do or or excuse me, set aside some things you think you have to do or need to do or feel obligated to do. I have a problem with that, setting aside some things that I need to do, but I feel like if I do that thing and I'm not resting, then it's wasted energy and wasted time. For instance, I could be cleaning up right now, but I'm choosing to do this video because this Mental Health Matters video helps me to relax, to calm myself, to talk about how I'm feeling, and helps me to bless other people. And it's important to me. So it's a part of my self-care. It says another list. And I haven't written in it yet as far as the list, but there's something that you write in this book every single day. So for the whole 30 days of the month, you write something. It says, carve out some space to invest time in some of the things you truly love. Refueling doesn't have to be an hours-long process. If you had 15 free minutes a few nights a week, what is one thing you would love to do that you know you would refuel your tank? One thing that I love to do that I haven't done in a long time is scrapbooking. I love scrapbooking, taking pictures and making photo albums and scrapbooks out of them. And I have enough that I could do it, but a lot of my pictures are on my phone. So I think I would have to print them off first. But I have pictures at home too that are already printed off because they're hard copy pictures and not digital. So going back to scrapbooking, usually you have to make sure you have the right size paper, you have the right book, and then you have, your scrapbooking supplies. But something about scrapbooking, it relaxes me, and I always enjoyed it, so I think I would go back to that. I would try to carve out time in my day to, especially if you're remembering people who passed on, the best way you can honor them is through their memories, right? So writing their story and including pictures. That's what I want to do. That's what I need to make time to do. To write the story of my loved ones, write my story, and include pictures. And that way I can pass it along to my son, James. Okay. And it says, sit down, smile, and just enjoy your children. Take time to laugh together. Read a story, and share your heart. That's what I have to get back to with my son. Sometimes I'm too tired to sit down and play with him or read a book or watch a TV show. But I'm trying to make time for him, even if it means that I had put off doing some chores around the house so I could spend time with him. Because he's an only child and doesn't have any brothers and sisters. And often, I'm his playmate for a little while. And that's okay. I don't mind that. It's just that, that can become exhausting. But he deserves all the love and all the attention and all the affection that I can give him. So I will intentionally make time in my day. I need to intentionally make time in my day to spend time with James doing what he wants to do, doing some things that he wants to do, so that he knows that his mommy loves him and cares enough about him to engage in play, to read him a story, to watch a good movie, and that I'm not always too busy for him. And then there's more empty pages here for writing. Like I said, this is a really good journal. Um, so Choose Love, A Mother's Blessing. It's a great book. It's a gratitude journal, and it's all about self-care. And I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend this book, The Power of a Praying Mom, by Stormy Omartian. And I like it because inside there's a prayer. There's a prayer for you, and there's a prayer for your child. And I posted this online, but just want to show you the pictures. See, this is empty pages. These aren't the pages that I posted. I posted the pages that I filled out. Pictures of the pages that I filled out. But that will be the morning meditation for today. So I did my self-care video. I'll Choose Love, A Mother's Blessing. And I did my morning meditation, which I decided to just post the pictures online for anyone who wants to read it, from The Power of a Praying Mom by Stormy Omartian. And I hope you have a good morning. I love you. Bye.